Hey everybody, it's Jeff with ID10T Garage, and we're back out here with the 71 Torino. Now, in this week's episode, we're going to take a break from a lot of the things we've been doing and focus on electronics. We're going to replace the headlights with LED lights. We're going to run some relay harnesses to make sure we get a 12-volt supply to them. And then we're going to work on our brand new gauge cluster that I've been designing and getting to work. And we're going to get all of our gauges wired up and ready to go and see if we can get this thing working as I expect. So let's get to it.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say.
Hey everybody, so we're taking a break from doing work on the frame rails because we got what we can get done in my garage. I'm gonna have to get somewhere I can get a lift on it or something to get to the rest of it. But anyways, what I'm about to do is replace all my headlights with LEDs. So I've got a set of LED headlights that I'm going to put on this thing, and I'm going to put H4 harnesses on this. So the reason I'm doing that is a relay harness really gives you a true 12 volts. It uses one light per side to run the both sets of headlights. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to use one as your control on the passenger side. So you do it closest to the battery, and it'll send the signal to both of them. So I'm going to do two of these, one for the fog lights, and they're the inner lights essentially, or your high beams, or they're actually the low beams, because you can only run those four when you have the low beams on. So that's the way it's supposed to be wired. So what I'm about to do is, like I said, is replace all these and put those H4 wiring harnesses in. They're really easy to do. It's a power and a ground on each, and then you plug them into your headlight socket on this side, and then they'll have one for each one of these bulbs. So let's get to it. All right, well, we busted our one light holder, so I'm gonna have to get another one of those or repair that. So we've only got 3 out of 4 in, but they are very nice, very bright. We've mounted both our sets of relay harness. One of them is connected to this bulb connector, and the stock one over here. So these are our controls. Obviously, these are only on when we have our low beams on. So 2 wires here, and we took our wiring and went across the cross member like the stock wiring and all the way over to here. And these are super bright LEDs that now get 12 volts directly from the battery when we turn on the switch. So it's going to be really cool looking and really nice. Have these black bulbs, LEDs, and then I can also wire up these as either running lights or turn signals. So it just depends on what I want to do, or both. I'd have to put more relays in for both though, because I'd have to have one to turn them off. So we'll decide what we want to do there. I might do one set as running lights and one set as turn signals. That, do the outside turn signals and the insides as running lights. So, but there it is. So I'm out here preparing myself to find out what all the wires are. They're going to allow me to do my gauge cluster. and I've got a nice diagram. But the problem is, even with this diagram, you got to trace it, because you see this temp sender, red, right? Comes all the way down here to the number 3, and then you got to come back out here on the 3 as well. So you know, you're going 3 to 3, and you got to kind of trace it, and it will change colors on you. So it's 1 2 3, but it's going to be 1 2 3 on this side, right? So I got to go all the way up here and trace it all the way up here, and go to the ignition switch, then follow it back down here, and boom, there it is, right? Am I right? Am I doing that right? Fuck no, I'm not doing that right. I'm sorry. So the temp sender all the way down here is the number 1, and then it changes right here to this side is number 1. And so we're going all the way up here, all the way here, boom. So white and red on that indicator. Well, that's on the bottom. So I know this is number 6, 7, 8. So that's pin out 8, because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's kind of hard. You got it, because they change colors on you sometimes, and you just got to know which pin is which, you know, that matches up. So I'm still looking down here and just double checking. But I also, when I'm doing that, what I've been doing, you can also come back to your cluster and know which one's which. So for instance, I know this is pin 6, goes right here, and that's my left turn signal. So that's the bulb for the left turn signal. So I know for a fact pin 6 is that, and pin 1 is right here, goes all the way down to right here, which is my right turn signal. So just connecting the dots, following it up. Some of them are hard, like that temp sender, for instance, I said was number 8. So 6, that would be 8. So we follow this line all the way over to right here, and what do you know? That's the temp sender gauge. Oh, I'm sorry, the temperature gauge. So it all matches up. And like I said, with this numbers, this is actually numbered, so that's where I got all my numbers from. And that way, when I come in here and I want to tap into these wires, after I wire up my gauge cluster, I know what's what. So I'm just kind of prepping for that. All right, we're about to start working on our gauge cluster wiring. These Chinese gauges I got are a little bit different. Our blue is our ground on just about all of them, except for the Speedo, which has your standard black ground. So it's a little bit weird sorting through everything like that. So I've wrote everything down to make sure I do it right. And I'm about to cluster our illumination, our grounds, and our power all together into a strand. Not all together, but as a bundle of 3 different bundles, and then have a one wire connector for it. So that'll be a standard wire connector for that. That way we know we have that as a one major thing, and then we'll have to do individual things for just our signal wires, and you know, then we got your turn signals and so on. So we're about to get to work on that using some quick connects. So I'm going to try to get this a little neater, you know. So let's get to it. All right, got my power, ground, and illumination wired up for testing, and oh, look at that. We've got power, and we got nice red backlight. All right, other than the tach, everything is wired up and working. Well, I think. I don't know about the GPS speedometer, but check it out. Gauges come on. Illumination comes on. The only thing weird is the illumination for the turn signals comes on with the illumination, but still blinks just the same as it's supposed to. You know, obviously we're not running, so we're not getting really fuel oil pressure. It was running a little while ago, so we still got a little bit of temperature sensing. I haven't swapped out the temperature sensor yet, so it's using the stock one, so I don't know how accurate that is either. So, but yeah, I just got to figure out what to do with this tach. It's supposed to wire it to the W terminal on the alternator, which I don't have. So, or a speed sensor, it says. So I'm still trying to figure that out. It won't run off the negative terminal, but they're in. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning into this week's episode. We got a lot of work done when it comes to the gauge cluster. Not all of it was recorded, unfortunately. I got frustrated and had to do a lot of wiring off camera and, you know, putting in the sending units and so on and so forth. But we got our lights working. Had to order a new headlight bucket because mine's pretty rotted out, so we had to wait on that for one of the bulbs. Got all our gauges working except for our tachometer. So we got a little issue there that we were working on, but other than that, we're up and running, and I'm excited that we got this gauge cluster in. You know, we're about to kind of finish up some of the interior stuff that we need to do and start getting this car back together and get ready for the power tour. I still got a lot of mechanical work to do, though. I still got to work on the brake system. It's one of probably the biggest things. So stay tuned with us, watch, subscribe, comment, and next week we'll probably do a little bit more rust repair and go from there.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, but